fuck? Holy shit. What's up, homies? Welcome back to the Thornwyld Field Report. If this is your first time here, welcome to Thornwyld. This is where I talk about local bands, drop footage of their sets, and release my own music. The point of this series is simple. It's to help you discover local bands and help me remember how I feel about who I see. Remember, these are just my opinions. Cool. Before I get into this badass Montopolis Bridge show and the absolutely sick-ass bands who played it, I have to make a really fucking awesome announcement. I've been waiting for a while to drop this news, and it is officially time. Me and the homies and A Winter's Remorse are going on a West Coast tour, motherfuckers. Y'all better come out and mosh and say what's up. We're gonna shag ass all the way to California and start things off with a 3-show run. March 27th in Colton, March 28th in Whittier, March 29th in San Diego. Then we're gonna start scooting back east and playing a couple more shows. We've got March 31st in Las Vegas, April the 1st in fucking Tucson, Arizona, April the 2nd in El Paso, Texas, and finally back in my neck of the woods here on April 3rd in San Antonio, Texas. I better see some of y'all motherfuckers at that show. And not only that, but like I mentioned in the last field report, our first full-length studio album, The Day Our Gods Abandoned Us, is dropping on March 28th, which is the second day of the tour. So even if you can't make it out, you better be fucking jamming that shit. We got the masters back finally, and holy shit, you guys are gonna love this. Whenever it drops, slide up, tell me what you think, let me know. We might even do a little live stream when we're on the road and this shit releases. Just stay tuned. All right, enough of that though. Let's get into the band. This show is at the infamous Montopolis Bridge on February 28th with the Nosferatu flyer, a legendary local spot. My personal first time out there. Back in the day, it was originally a 2-lane bridge over the Colorado River, southeast of Austin, Texas. Then a newer bridge got built, and this old bridge sort of serves now as a pedestrian and bike bridge. And it has a really, really awesome view of the Austin skyline from kind of a southeast angle. I'm not normally a skyline enjoyer personally. I'm more of a nature-pilled sort of guy, but seeing it from this bridge kind of made me reevaluate that position a little bit. If only I had some sunset footage for you, because my dumbass got there and realized I forgot my motherfucking SD card in my camera. So I pulled up, I said hi to Jorge's JPEGs, hobbled around in my orthopedic boot for a little bit, which I am now out of, thankfully. Checked my camera bag, shit my pants, and then went to Walmart and got a new one as fast as I could and prayed to God it worked. I think it did. If you're seeing this, then it did. Thankfully, I had showed up early, so I made it back with just enough time to catch the bands that were gonna play. Thank fuck. And the first band that I saw were our boys in Bad News. I love their set as always, but I do think this time they might have suffered a little bit from opening band syndrome. The crowd's still warming up, people still arriving, everybody just generally deciding how to position themselves at this show. But over the course of their set, things definitely picked up and settled in a little bit. It's hard to film bad footage at this location. Their last track, righteously named Bad News, was probably my favorite of their set. Mikey's guitar work is such a driving force in this band, and the movement and energy he brings adds a ton to that. Of course, it wouldn't hit the same without the glue of the drums and the bass, and Tristan's vocals are just tough as fuck, but Mikey's presence is just undeniable. They mentioned they had some technical issues with Mikey's guitar, but it's alright. He brings it so hard it doesn't even matter. Don't forget they're dropping their debut EP, Step to Me, on May 8th, and I believe they're doing a release show on May 9th immediately afterward. Altogether, I'm going to give this performance a 7 out of 10, a very strong set, even with the slight technical difficulties they had. These dudes are still seriously on a crazy climb. Next band I saw was Bludgeon the Weak. This band's mix was run almost entirely digitally. Almost everything going through the PA except the acoustic drums. No amps, no cabs. I can definitely tell immediately that their songwriting and style are like exactly my vibe. Like I can tell that they're this sort of deathcore that comes from this era that I personally really enjoy, which is like that Count Your Blessings, MySpace era type shit. Vocalist was fucking insane. The riffs were there, the songs were there, the energy was there, but without amps, it just sounded kind of paper thin, and I felt like it held them back. I really want to be clear about this. I love their songwriting and their style, and I especially love their vocals so much. Dude is like a fucking amazing homage to Mitch Lucker. I think they have something sick going on, which is why I strongly recommend getting some fucking guitar gear. Even ask another band to backline for you, because with the extra body that would bring to the sound, I think the set would have like blown the tits off the crowd. It would have been crazy. Altogether, I'm gonna give Bludgeon the Weak a 6 out of 10. The bones are there, but you just need to add a little bit of the flesh. You guys got this. You can catch them playing around and DM them for some sick ass new merch. I think they're printing some new stuff pretty soon. After that came the Seduced, and I was surprised because these are some younger dudes. A couple of them introduced themselves when they first pulled up, and I immediately liked their attitude. Their sound is so fucking dope. Their vocalist is incredibly talented, and I love the tempo changes that they're doing in their music. In a weird way, they actually kind of remind me of a Winter's Remorse, which kind of perked my ears up. Of course, they have a little bit of a different tone to them with like maybe some post-hardcore and metalcore influence, but still. They actually specifically said that the band Under Oath has had a huge influence on their sound. And honestly, you can hear the influence, but it doesn't feel like a fucking cosplay or anything like that. It feels genuine. They said that their goal by the end of the year is to re-record their EP and perfect it. There's some really sick footage of them playing live as well. Altogether, I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10. They had a great sound, they had a great attitude, and I think they have a fucking awesome future ahead of them. They had a really great first impression on me. In between sets, drummer Chica came over to me to check up on me and my bum ass fucking foot. She said I should be asking people to carry me around like a princess. I don't have to anymore since that fucking boot's off, which just made so much sense since I'm so fucking itty bitty, motherfucker. One of the very first field reports was actually me catching her with Knocked Up at an Alchemy Collective show, which was such a great time, but I digress. Oh yeah, and she was dressed as fucking Lord Farquaad for that. Insane. Next I saw was Tyler Ivey. I have heard so much about Tyler Ivey, and I was so happy to finally catch them playing in person, especially at the fucking Montopolis Bridge. Very cool. This was definitely the point in the night where the crowd finally felt safe enough to like really pull in and kind of got intimate with the band. Tyler has this sense of fashion, style, and just pure fucking steez that feel entirely his own. The music has kind of a melodic post-hardcore type feel to it, and it's got these cool synths and samples mixed in that I thought were a really cool and unique touch to the sound. Even though I think for this performance they were low-key missing their keys player a little bit, which kind of sucks. Tyler absolutely has star power and knows how to work a crowd, no doubt about that. Tyler described the project as alternative metal, and it basically being for fans of dynamic songwriting, anthemic choruses, screaming, and horror visuals. They just dropped a new single called Morphine Angels on all platforms, which you can check out, and then their music video for Rebirth is about to premiere at the Garden State Film Festival. What the fuck? That's pretty cool. Altogether, I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. Even though it's not my exact music taste, Tyler Ivey sounds awesome and it has some real potential for actual widespread appeal, like legitimate reach. There's something there. Last up was Hot Spit. I fuck with Hot Spit. Hot Spit was cool. I didn't realize until they started playing that drummer Chica was also this band's drummer. And like I said, I already loved her work and Knocked Up, so that was super sick to see. It also looked like the singer and guitarist of Hot Spit works with Tyler Ivey as well, so that's super cool. The scene kind of bleeding into itself like that is one of my favorite things about local music. Your boy Loaf of Butter, Kairos, was around there as well. It really felt like one of those nights where just like everybody kind of knew everybody and was saying what's up. It was pretty sick. For Hot Spit, you can tell immediately their singer has some seriously practiced singing and playing dexterity. Their riffs are strong as hell, and that man works the absolute fuck out of that wah pedal. They're also in more of a post-hardcore lane, but I'm here for that too. I'm pretty sure I caught them playing some MCR, which was super sick, and then they played a motherfucking Pierce the Veil cover, which I have listened to Collide with the Sky front to back like so many fucking times. Like, it's crazy. Like, that album legitimately changed something in me when it came out. They did this fucking crazy like around the neck guitar throw, which I never would be brave enough to attempt in my fucking life. They describe themselves as rainbow rainbow core, which is so fucking perfect. I love that so fucking much. They're a queer band with a love of post-hardcore blended with jazz, metal, whatever happens to be inspiring them at the time, and I can fucking relate to that so hard. It just seems like whatever I'm into at the moment seems to worm its way into the tracks that I'm making. They said their music is for fans of music that makes you get in the pit and move like no one is watching, which is such a crazy good ethos. I love that so much. They've released their debut demos and are performing at some upcoming festivals, including Emo Knack and Nacogdoches over the summer, and I think altogether I'm gonna give Hot Spit an 8 out of 10. Great riffs, great personality. I absolutely love the descriptor of rainbow core. Maybe I'll add to that genre one day, who knows. Afterwards, I stayed and picked up some trash because we got to take care of the spot if we want to keep being able to play there. I spent a little bit of time talking to the Bludgeon the Weak vocalist, and I really liked his attitude. He was a chill dude, and I think I might have hooked him up with some trade secrets as well. Like I said, Loaf of Butter came by a couple of times throughout the night and was absolutely carrying the energy in that pit. Not to mention this dude that just kept climbing the fucking beams of the bridge. I was shitting my pants every time he did this. It was crazy, but it was so cool. And then, of course, the amazing, the lovely, the powerful Jorge's JPEGs was there. Go check him out and show him some love. And of course, special thanks to Obsidian Frequency for putting on these shows and putting in the legwork for making this shit happen. And not only that, but staying afterward and making sure the spot is treated well. I know he's already got some more shows lined up for April and in May, so keep your eyes out for those. And thanks for watching all the way to the very end. I'll dump the extra clips on the Thornwyld YouTube, which you can find a link to in my bio. Drop a like and a comment. Follow Thornwyld here on Instagram. Share this with your homies. Of course, I will tag all the bands and their members below. Go and show them some love. And if you want to support me directly, you can either do it through my Ko-Fi page where you can buy me a coffee, or you can check out my Bandcamp page and buy my album. It's just $5, which helps me out a lot and lets me keep making these sick-ass videos for you guys. This has been the Thornwyld Field Report, and I will catch you next time, homies. Don't forget to come out and see a Winter's Remorse play on our tour and spin our new album coming out March 28th, the day our gods abandoned us.